On the Saturday night before Christmas, two undefeated 4A powers square off in a battle for early season supremacy. It's the 4-0 Kokomo Wildcats taking on the 4-0 Carmel Greyhounds tonight, right here on the ISC Sports Network. Tonight's game is brought to us by Coca-Cola of Kokomo, your local Coca-Cola bottler and proud supporter of the Cats since 1907. And by LD Smith Plumbing, the big dogs of plumbing. Alongside the Hall of Famer Pete Smith, Rob Brown with you tonight from the Eric Clark Activity Center on the campus of Carmel High School. Pleased to be bringing you this tilt we've been looking forward to all week. 4-0 Carmel hosting 4-0 Kokomo. Both of these teams coming off wins last night, looking to complete a back-to-back. And Pete, we get right to it, talking about this one as we look at what Pete has on his mind for tonight's keys to the game.
Rob, great to be with you here at the Bill Shepherd Court. Both these teams come in 4-0, as you just alluded to. We've been kind of waiting for this game. Kokomo not completely at full strength, but I think there's some big keys that are going to be, huge if the Cats can win this game, because it's been since, about 21 or 22 that they have beat Carmel. Point guard play is going to be really big. It'll be Cash Daniels versus Corbin Hamill. And Daniels has just been playing like a seasoned veteran for Carmel. Had a great game again last night. He's more of a floor general. Corbin Hamill, on the other hand, is a transfer from New Haven 2 years ago. He's more of a scoring point guard. Another key is going to be battle on the glass. Carmel has dominated their opponents on the boards these first 4 games. An under-heralded rebounder, Aiden Dickerson, has really complimented Evan Harrow on the boards there. Finally, I think shot selection is going to be really big. Kokomo's got to be patient and get good shots. And for a change, Rob, a little bit different than in the past, Carmel is pushing the ball up, and they have really played well in their first 4 games.
Well, Kokomo won a 3-point thriller last night in conference play, winning at Marion 71-68. Carmel, on the other hand, ran North Central out of this building 77-39. First ever home running clock win for the Greyhounds. And those 77 points, the most points scored by Carmel in over 9 years. Woo! We'll take a step out for the national anthem, come back. We'll have the tip for this one, Carmel and Kokomo next. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on the ISC Sports Network.
Your home uses water all day, every day. So when plumbing problems arise, you need them fixed fast and right. The LD Smith Plumbing crew can handle anything, from outdoor plumbing repairs to everyday water problems. Plumbing may not be pretty, but we're pretty darn good at it, and we'll always give you a fair price.
That's our dirty, stinking honest LD Smith Plumbing promise.
LD Smith Plumbing.
A dirty, stinking honest.
Call today and save up to $300 on a new water heater installed.
McCulling in time. Oh, no! It's good.
This one is
God, there you go.
Wow, Dawson makes a great catch.
Spin, win, 3, bury it for Leland Walker.
Tie the game they do with the dunk by Malik Edmonds. What a play.
Oh, my goodness.
I feel a little momentum starting to fall Ellen's way.
Wrestler! Wrestler! Whoa!
Got the dunk, got the poster, and gets the highlights. Now he takes the look away, and he puts it away.
A good crowd here on hand at Carmel for this Saturday night affair. In the last 35 years, Carmel leads the series with Kokomo 17-10. Carmel's won 8 of the 12 games in that span played here. But, Pete, the last time these two teams played in this building, Kokomo did notch a win. That was a 59-51 Kokomo win back on December the 16th of 2023. Let's take a look at the lineups. First for the visitors from Kokomo. Now DJ Nash being introduced. The highlighter in that group, Corbin Hamill, who Pete mentioned in his keys, the 6'3" senior, the leading scorer, averaging 20 points per game. Out there with Jamel Cosley, Ervon Burks, DJ Nash, and Austin Mose. Nash, the other double-figure scorer, averaging 17 a game.
He's one of the top sophomores, I think, in the state, DJ Nash.
At 5 for Kokomo, 2 seniors, 2 sophomores, and a junior. Drew Schaus, the head coach, in his first season at Kokomo after 6 seasons at Avon, 78 and 71. Schaus's record as a varsity head coach.
I thought it was a great pickup for Kokomo. John Peckinpah goes to IU Indy as the assistant coach, and to get Drew Schaus away from Avon was a big coup. He was doing a great job building that Orioles program.
Let's take a look at the Carmel starters as the lights have dimmed here. The leading scorer for the Hounds, Evan Harrell, 15.3 points per game, the senior who's bound for Bellarmine. But Cash Daniels, the transfer from Cathedral, has really injected the pace. There you see Daniels, the 5'10" junior, averaging 13.5 points and 5.5 assists. Julian Vogt gets the start, the other senior alongside. That's 3 seniors in the starting lineup. Vogt, Harrell, and the 6'1" senior, Ben Bremer. Fifth starter is the 6'4" junior, Aiden Dickerson. So 2 juniors, 3 seniors in the starting 5 for the Hounds. Ryan Osborne, the head man, in his 9th season, 150 and 56. Got his 150th win, did Osborne, last night in that 77-39 victory over North Central. Osborne with the state championship, 2 state championships to his credit, 2019 and 2021. The Hounds winning 4A state titles. Our officials, a veteran crew, as you would imagine, headed up by the TikTok legend himself, Rob Wan, working alongside Jeffrey Cottrell and Bernard Weatherly. There he is, Ref Rob. Happy you're with us on this Saturday night. Kokomo clad in the traveling road reds, white numerals and lettering trimmed in navy blue. Carmel in the home whites, gold lettering and numerals trimmed in the royal blue, and the Hounds win the tap.
Kokomo starts out man-to-man defense.
There's that point guard matchup. There's an open 3 out top and knocked in by the left-handed Dickerson.
You mentioned Aiden Dickerson. He's been starting since his freshman year because he's known for his rebounding. I mentioned that in the keys to the game, but he takes a look at the open 3 there and nails it.
Carmel scoring on its first possession.
Point guard play again. You got Daniels guarding Hamill. That's going to be a big key for the Cats tonight.
All swung to Burks. Nash killed the dribble. And outlets to Cosley. Cosley very long at 6'6". Hamill feels his way to the baseline and lost the handle on the disruption. Out of bounds.
Excuse me, Rob. I like the possession they were going at. That's Corbin's just, sometimes he wants to get going a little bit too quick. No need to force that right then. Making Carmel work on defense a little bit. Turnover.
Well, that was a problem last night that Kokomo was able to overcome as Harrell got the step and got to the rim to finish. 5-0 start for Greyhounds, scoring on their first 2 possessions.
And Carmel play really good man-to-man defense. They got to be patient, take good looks.
Nash backing down, nothing there. Reloads back to Burks. Cosley lost the handle and 2 straight turnovers to start for Kokomo. Not what Drew Schaus was hoping to see, and Harrell draws the foul on Cosley. To finish that point about Kokomo, Pete, 26 turnovers last night for Kokomo, and it's rare in high school basketball that you can go on the road, commit 26 turnovers, and find a way to win.
Good point. I would tell you that it was extremely physical, and a lot of those turnovers were more of a contact type rather than a poor decision. Right now, so far, their decisions haven't been too good in the first 2 possessions, but it was a very physical game in the Bill Green Arena last night, but a big win for them to win a conference game in a pretty hostile environment. They had a really good crowd.
Evan Harrell knocks in both free throws. Full court pressure and timeout.
Yeah, I think that caught him a little bit off guard. Coach Schaus is making a point there to Burks. Just caught him off guard there. You see Drew, and you see that the legend behind him, Dean Hockney.
Man with the head down behind the bench there. There's our guy, Dean.
He has been so good to us over the years at the ISC Sports Network, and was just as good as they come when it comes to a high school sports information director. His day job is he is the director of transportation. So he's got to get the kids to and from school safely. He does a great job of that. But
Dean spent all day today. We caught up with Dean before the broadcast announcing the girls wrestling invitational at Kokomo today. So his voice is a little under the weather. He doesn't have much voice left, but fortunately he doesn't have to use it during the game tonight. He's certainly tweeting out updates of tonight's game behind the bench. Back to it. Daniels pressuring Hamill out top.
They're too early on the back cut. Nash will take that, though.
Three-pointer Karam's off the front of the rim, and Harrell wants to push it.
The progression Evan Harrell has made has been great these last few years. Wow.
Vogt tosses in a 3. So Carmel with a 10-0 burst.
Nightmare start for the Cats. What a great start, though, for Carmel.
Carmel 2 for 2 behind the line. You hear sometimes in college basketball this referred to as a kill shot, a 10-0 run to start the game. And there's the first Kokomo points. Eravon Burks hitting his 9th three-pointer of the season to get Kokomo on the board 2 minutes and 35 seconds in. Back the other way, that's the first Carmel miss, but an offensive rebound put up underneath the bucket and a tie-up. Cosley's tied up by Dickerson, but the Cats have the arrow. So a stop in the books for the Kokomo defense. First one tonight.
2-2-1 full court. Now they're running, jumping on it. Got to get it across.
Hamill's.
Great help by Dickerson there.
Yep, Hamill spun right into a turnover, his second.
And he doesn't get back on defense, open 3. Could have been. Hey, Carmel make that extra pass.
And Mose.
He did a great job selling it. He did a great job selling that. Here, take a look at it here. Our cameras are all over. Led with that shoulder, and you see the little chicken wing come right out there. Austin knew what to do. He fell down and drew the charge. Turnover for Carmel.
First on Evan Harrell. Out of the trap. Mose ahead to Nash. There's numbers. Nash attacking. Too hard off the glass. And Bremer.
It's the right idea. Just didn't go up strong enough. Yeah, just didn't go up strong enough. Flex cut there for Carmel. Good flare screen for Cash Daniels.
Daniels gives to Harrell on the slip, but Harrell lost his balance on the way up. Ball rolls back to Daniels with a hook pass to Vogt from the side, and Vogt hits from the same spot where he hit moments ago. 2 threes for Julian Vogt in the starting lineup tonight, delivering 6 early. And to the rim with a right-hand finish, Jamel Cosley. Ho-ho!
He had a great game last night. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but he had a super game for him in the win at Marion last night.
You see why Cosley is shooting 81% from the floor. Vogt hits again.
Wow, he likes his spot in the starting lineup, Rob. He's usually been coming off the bench. They've been starting Vincent over, but boy, Vogt lighting it up to start the game here for Carmel.
3 triples for Julian Vogt in this first quarter. Nash backing down Dickerson, but nothing there. So resets to Mose out top. Hamill for 3. Karam short. Bremer tracks it down.
Kokomo's got to get back because this Carmel team will run.
Daniels pushing through the traffic and got himself into a trouble. That'll send the game's first sub in. And it's the 6'9" junior,
You want to say it? You want
Joe
me to?
Canayinda.
I was at their practice the other day, so I'll be able to say it if you can't.
I got it.
Unique last name.
Canayinda.
Set. Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Set play right there.
16-5 the score.
Oh, moving
And
screen.
a moving screen called on DJ Nash. First on Nash, second on the Cats here in the quarter.
Yeah, they're really trying to get Burks an open three, which they did, but illegally here to take the screen. Now watch 13 there. Boom, he's got the chicken wing out in the leg, and that's what they called on. 2 chicken wings already been called today, by the way. Must
making
be
me hungry,
right?
yeah. Jermichael Fountain is on for Carmel. First Greyhound sub into the game. Hounds get smaller with the 2 in the backcourt as the 6'9 Harrell has a seat. Daniels, good dump off to Dickerson, who lays it in with the left hand.
Great offensive run by Carmel. Just good execution right there. Fountain has started last year a lot as a junior, coming off the bench this year. You got a lot of veterans on this Carmel team. There's going to be a foul on Vogt there on a reach in.
Hamel Euro stepping down the lane draws the foul.
But nice pick and roll. Dickerson, an outstanding athlete. Again, started as a freshman for Carmel just because of his rebounding skills. You add the little defense into him. Really good junior high football player even.
Oh, he's a very good varsity football player. 108 tackles over the last 2 years as a linebacker.
Yeah, I started saying junior high because I've known him since junior high. Yeah, really good high school football player also.
Caleb Tafflinger's in the game for Kokomo, number 4 in red. Has the ball left arc. Hands to Hamel. Contested 3 from the corner, but the hand up does not deter Burks, who has 2 threes in the quarter.
Been the bright spot so far for Kokomo here, down 18-8.
Burks keeping Kokomo connected. At the moment, the 2 double-figure scores for the Cats, Hamel and Nash, have yet to score. Cats trail by 10, inside 2 minutes to go.
Really like how Carmel is looking for Vogt. He's the hot hand right now. They're setting a lot of screens. There's a double screen, single screen, double screen for him. There's the shot.
Vogt, that one short, but Fountain quick to the offensive rebound.
Rebounding just killing him so far.
A lot of traffic as Daniels tried to force that in, and the ricochet last off the hand of Dickerson.
2 turnovers for Daniels now, which he has done a great job in the first 4 games, assist to turnover ratio, but that one's not a good one right there. Just too much traffic right there. They're going to stay in the run and jump.
Adler Cole stepping in for Carmel, the 6'3 junior. Both teams sending 2 subs in this first quarter. Hamel calling for a screen to come out and free him from Daniels. Flip over to Nash, left side for 3, got it.
Like I
DJ
said,
Nash.
I believe he's an outstanding sophomore, one of the better ones in the state.
Adler just into the game, 3 off the heel of the rim. Nash bounce ahead. Tafflinger wheels it back out. Ball swung long, 3 by Hamel is good.
Yeah, he got in the groove there, Rob. Like I said, he's a scoring point guard. He didn't have to bring it up with Tafflinger in there, so he got a chance to spot up and get an open look. It's a 4-point game all of a sudden.
9 straight by the Cats, all from behind the line as the first quarter winds down. Carmel has led by as much as 13 in the period, and as Pete said, the advantage chopped down to 4. Fouls to give for Kokomo. Tafflinger getting out close to Daniels. Drew Schaus wants Tafflinger to initiate the 5-second count.
Backdoor.
Backdoor. Adler puts it up and in. Adler Cole puts it up and in. Time for Hamel to initiate. Nash steps into another 3. That one rolls off the rim. Vogt with the rebound. Cole with the heave off the backboard. And that'll do it.
Good first quarter, Rob.
Very entertaining. Very entertaining first quarter. As Carmel leads 20-14. 20-14 our score. Back in a moment.
And little volley, oh my goodness. What a touch for the goal. Jumped over by Lawrence North, and they'll score on it.
Well, the teams combined for 9 3-pointers in that first quarter. Aiden Dickerson got it started for Carmel, but Julian Vogt hitting 3 threes for the Greyhounds in that first quarter, scoring a team-high 9 did Vogt, hitting from each of the corners.
Yeah, Carmel had a nice little run going. They were up 18 to...
They were up 13.
Yeah, 13 points.
Up as much as 13.
I was doing my math, 18 to 5.
You were cranking that out, but a 9-point run, all from behind the line by Kokomo, got the Cats back in the game, and it's a 6-point Carmel lead as we head to quarter 2. Rob Brown alongside Pete Smith with you tonight. Happy you're with us.
See if Hamill gets it going a little bit here in the second quarter. Okay, they switched on that, so they got a mismatch inside. Got the point guard guarding Harrell. Can't get it to him.
Daniels down the lane over the outstretched hand of Cosley, and Daniels gets his first 2 points of the night.
You know, they thought a big loss would be Alex Couto, which he is a big loss. What a great kid playing at Earl Roberts now. But Cash Daniels, as you can see on the floor, has just stepped in and brought them a different level of point guard play. His quickness, both on the ball and on offense, pushing the ball up. You can tell Coach Osborne trusts him because they kind of have to throttle down with Alex Couto sometimes, and a lot of it's with your players that you have on the floor. But this is a much different Carmel-looking team when it comes to the offensive continuity.
Hamill had it poked from behind, and it'll stay with Kokomo. Let's set the lineup for you when we get the chance. Get another look. Ooh,
yeah, I think Jermichael Fountain just touched it at the end. I think he tried to sell it. He was the help defender trying to stop the dribble drive.
Cosley picked up his dribble. Kokomo has its original starting 5 on the floor, and Hamill, Cosley, as it turned over. Stolen away by Cole. Tried to bounce it to Harrell, and it's turned over. So Kokomo has its starting 5 on the floor. Hamill, Cosley, Burks, Nash, and Mose. Carmel countering with Daniels. Vince Nover is into the game for the first time, the 6'3 junior.
Been starting most of the season for
Yep.
him.
Harrell, Fountain, Adler. As the three's off the front of the rim, but it goes right to Mose, who flips it up and in.
Johnny on the spot.
Daniels, Fountain, Adler, Nover, and Harrell, the 5 for the Greyhounds. 6-point Carmel advantage. Adler, Cole, Nover. Bounce to Harrell. Turn and face on Cosley. Harrell, skyhook in the lane short. And first to the loose ball is Nash. Clears ahead to Hamill.
Good job by Fountain defensively. Coach Osborne, you can see up there liking that. Kept his hand on top of it. That's why it's not a double dribble.
Cosley, a fadeaway 3. Does not take many, does Cosley. That's just his 3rd attempt. Fountain couldn't corral the rebound, however, and it stays at the Kokomo end.
Yeah, Coach Schaus wasn't real thrilled with that one. I kind of gave a glance to that Kokomo bench there, but Cosley had a great game last night, other than some turnovers. Didn't miss a shot. He was 7 for 7 from the field.
Yep. Mentioned shooting 81% from the floor coming into tonight.
Not bad.
15 out of 17 for 21 from the floor. Deep 3 by Hamill. Misses everything. Nash tried to save it. No go. And it goes back to the Greyhounds.
Yeah, Corbin kind of pressing it there. I know I mentioned at the start of the quarter. Let's see if he can get it going. He's going to sit a little bit, maybe get recharged there.
Saflinger's back in for Hamill. We'll talk with Coach Schaus. Bremer's back in for the Hounds, as is Vogt.
Saflinger's a really heady player.
Going to play tennis at Taylor. Just committed this week.
Outstanding.
Playing #1 singles for the Wildcats in the fall. Daniels slipped in the lane, lost the handle. We've got a tie up. Taflinger jumped in to tie Daniels up on the floor. And the arrow gives it back to the Cats.
Daniels was his 3rd turnover. That's not his typical game.
No.
Trying to get past it, these guys. He's usually pretty good at it. There's a run and jump in the full court. Bremer puts it on. Kokomo beats it. Now, will they get a good shot? That's the question. They're out of their offense a little bit. Got her set. Close to a 5-second count there by Bremer. He was really close. Defensively doing a good job guarding the ball.
Nash posting the smaller fountain. Turnaround trickles off the front rim.
Oh.
But Carmel, 2 players there, can't collect the rebound.
Cosley really active on that offensive board. Just caused Carmel to turn it over on the rebound, like you said. Let's see if they get the lob on this. They're going to pick. Saw this play. There's the back pick. Step in. Nash got pushed a little. Needs to be a little bit stronger, the sophomore, on that screen.
Nash in traffic, losing it. Tried to get rid of it to a teammate, and Daniels comes out with the steal. Dickerson calls for it. Boy, Dickerson left alone. Kicks back out to Bremer, who's run off the line. Vogt back to Daniels. Harrell on the mismatch. Kokomo scrambling defensively. Dickerson's the open man out front and hits.
When I say 2 in a row, he's been open twice for threes. He's nailed them both times. Aiden with 8 points now.
Kokomo never got settled defensively on that possession.
No.
Back to a 9-point Carmel advantage. Nash in trouble.
You got
foul.
Dickerson, yeah.
Dickerson a little too physical in the post defense. Picks up his first foul. First on Carmel in the quarter.
Hamill back in for Nash. I think when DJ learns how to put it on the floor and drive a little bit more, that'll make his game more effective because he's such a good player. He's a good shooter, knows how to play, but doesn't drive it very well. That time Dickerson bailed him out with a hand check. Hard hand check there. Flex cut. Hamill off the screen. Carmel switches it up.
Hamill looking for Cosley on the wing. Now Cosley up to set the screen for Hamill. Burks left corner. Hits it in.
Bingo, got 3 of them now.
I think that one was rotating sideways. Harrell gives to the trailer. Dickerson who lays it in. And that's 10 for Aiden Dickerson. He's the first player for either team to get to double figures.
And that is just such a different style compared to how Carmel was played the last few years. To get that secondary trailer in there, which happened. But you get that ball down low and the trailer guy comes down and makes that back cut to the weak side block. It's pretty basketball, and that kind of characterized how Carmel has played this season with this group.
Joe Kanyenda is back in.
But Burks wants it. He's seeking that 3. He's hunting that 3 to see if he can get open. Bremer now on the defensive coverage of it.
Hamill takes Daniels to the baseline and draws the foul. And these will be the first 2 free throw attempts of the game for Kokomo. Fouls on Daniels. Well, Coca-Cola of Kokomo is proud to keep the Kokomo Wildcats hydrated in the classroom and on the court. Coca-Cola of Kokomo has been North Central Indiana's Coca-Cola bottler since 1907. Find out more at cckokomo.com.
Great family, the Severance family. Support Wildcat athletics big time.
Hamill knocks both free throws in. 30-second timeout called by Drew Schaus.
Carmel. Actually, I think Carmel
called that? Okay.
Yep.
Either way, we've got a 30-second timeout called, and we'll keep it here. And Pete, look at the scoreboard. Carmel leading by 6. And I think the message right now in the Kokomo huddle is you could count maybe on 3 fingers the number of fluid offensive possessions Kokomo has had tonight. And the fact that the Wildcats only trail by 6 is
a positive.
Is a positive, absolutely.
It's a positive, yes. Yeah, and Carmel had a chance. They had the up 13 in the first quarter. Really was playing well. But like to your point, they've not run a lot of great offense. And as I said, I was in their practice last week, and they're getting it. I mentioned they have 2 potential starters that will be coming back when they have the outstanding Phil Cox Memorial Holiday Tournament on the 29th
and 30th, which
yes.
we'll have here on the ISC network.
Good little plug right there.
Plug.
So when these 2 starters come back, and if they earn their starting spots, just think of the depth they're going to have. It adds more size to them. But yet, you know, they've got some heady players out there right now that are getting minutes while these 2 starters are currently out. See out of the timeout, we've got a set play for Vogt. Started off really well. Yep, we do.
Taffinger closed out. Now Daniels takes a look.
Oh, good pick and roll, but good job by Hamill getting him. Now he's got the mismatch.
Harrell faking. Good contest from the backside by Canayinda. And the Wildcats get a stop.
Clear out for Hamill. And Cash
And
stole it.
Daniels
Yeah.
with the pick. Daniels to the rim, puts it up and in.
Got away with a little bit of a push off there.
Daniels with all 4 of his points in the quarter. Might have cleared a little space.
Cosley's going to take this on jump hook.
Oh, nice pass. That's Canayinda
Okay, he
with
didn't
a
have to.
nice feed down low to find the cutting Mose under the bucket.
I'm sorry, it wasn't Cosley there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that
yes.
was Canayinda. Harrell finishing at the rim. Evan Harrell with 6. Teams trading buckets at the rim as we're inside 2 minutes to go.
Another nice look.
Mose, bounce, and Canayinda brought it down, allowing Daniels to get his 2nd steal in the last 2 minutes. Drive and kick. Bremer, corner 3, short. Took an extra kick on the rim. Dickerson tried to shovel it down low to Harrell. And the ball will go out of bounds back to Kokomo.
Carmel has done a good job of keeping the ball active on the rebounds, particularly on the offensive boards. I thought rebound was going to be a big key here, and they've got second chance points compared to Kokomo. I think Kokomo's got a second chance basket, actually. They do not.
Not yet.
They
Yeah,
do
not yet.
Yeah.
Yep, and Vogt called for the foul, holding Burks running through that screen.
I'm not saying that's a good foul, but you can live with that foul instead of just letting him go, because Burks has been a major offensive weapon for the Wildcats with 3 threes so far. Bremer's going to take a break here.
Yeah, as long as that foul does not put somebody on the line in a bonus situation. As Nova returns for Carmel. Cosley. Burks picked up his dribble, gives to Cosley. Mose tries a 3. Got it.
That was a good offensive segment there. They shut down the first 2 options. Austin gets his 6th and 7th and 5th point on the 3-pointer. He's got 7 now, all in this second quarter.
Mose averaging 6.5, so big quarter for Mose. Dickerson wants a 3, around and out. And ricochet on the rebound off the hand of Nash, or Pat Burke, excuse me.
I just kind of wonder if in the game plan, I didn't ask Coach Schaus if they're going to let Dickerson just shoot the open 3, because the 3 times he's had it, he's been wide open. I don't know if they're just not talking defensively or not.
Yeah, he's had practice open looks from the top, Dickerson. Off the baseline, out of bounds. Harrell has it, top side, and got a foul under the bucket. That's Mose. That's just the first foul on Kokomo. So
yeah,
Wildcats have plenty of fouls to give here in the final 49 seconds.
Rob, that was a good foul, because Dickerson was going to be wide open on that block. They run a different play this time for Bremer.
Bremer, a long
short
3 that's way short and hits nothing, but Nova saves it right to Burke. So a transition opportunity. Mose got down the floor, and Hamill found Mose right under the hoop. Mose with 9 in the quarter.
That's the Corbin Hamill I'm used to seeing. Good look there.
Daniels with the attack and score. Hamill got in trouble, but Nash picks up the loose ball. Burks left his feet in the corner and turns it over. That's Bremer's closed out caused that turnover.
Burks really antsy to try to get a 3-point shot up, and Bremer was right there on the catch. Good closeout. Carmel will hold for 1 here, up 5. Kokomo does have fouls to give, as you just mentioned.
3 to be exact.
I don't see them, though, giving it right now. Doesn't look like they're going to pick and roll.
Daniels, Harrell on the baseline, flips it in.
Great possession.
Nash from half court, short, and that'll do it. So Harrell's flip shot closes out the scoring in the quarter. And it's a 15-14 Carmel advantage in period number 2. 35-28, our score at the break. Carmel leads Kokomo by 7. We'll take a pause and come back. Halftime activities from Carmel are next. You're watching Indiana High School basketball on the ISC Sports Network.
Your home uses water all day, every day. So when plumbing problems arise, you need them fixed fast and right. The LD Smith Plumbing Crew can handle anything, from outdoor plumbing repairs to everyday water problems. Plumbing may not be pretty, but we're pretty darn good at it, and we'll always give you a fair price.
That's our dirty, stinking honest LD Smith Plumbing promise.
LD Smith Plumbing.
A dirty, stinking honest.
Call today and save up to $300 on a new water heater installed.
McCulling in time. Oh, no! It's good.
This one is
Ah,
good.
there you
oh,
go.
Wow, Dawson makes a great catch.
Spin, win, 3, bury it for Leland Walker.
Tie the game they do with the dunk by Malik Edmonds. What a play.
Oh, my
I
goodness.
feel a little momentum starting to fall LN's way.
Wrestler! Wrestler! Whoa!
Got fouled, got the dunk, got the poster, and gets the highlights. Now he takes the look away, and he puts it away. And little volley, oh my goodness, what a touch for the goal. Jumped over by Lawrence North, and they'll score on it. Rolls through the lane and he knocks him. Oh my goodness.
Rob Brown, Pete Smith back with you at Carmel High School as the Indy Jumpers are about to entertain here at halftime. Carmel leads Kokomo by the score of 35-28. Let's look at how the first half unfolded. Carmel led throughout the first half, leading by as much as 13. That was a first quarter lead of 13. 18-5 was that score, but Kokomo outscored Carmel 9-2 to close the first period. It was a 20-14 Carmel lead after 1. Kokomo got as close as 3 in the final 30 seconds of the first quarter, but then Carmel scored the final 4 points of the period, ultimately outscoring the Wildcats 15-14 in quarter 2. And they'll lead this one by 7 at the break, 35-28. Pete, some overall impressions of what you saw in the first 16 minutes.
Well, you made reference to the fact turnovers. Kokomo had, 26?
26 last night at Marion.
They have 9 right now and still only down 7 points. Both teams shooting the ball very, very well. Carmel shooting from the field 58%. Kokomo 55.6. From three-point, Kokomo a little bit better. They're 6 for 12, 50%. Carmel is 45.5%. So the biggest thing is turnovers right now. Each point guard has 3 turnovers. Hamill does for Kokomo. Daniels does for Carmel. I thought point guard play would be very important. Daniels has 6 points. Hamill has 5. Never's really gotten going. He just hit 1 3, that being Corbin Hamill. Rebounding wise, I thought that'd be an advantage to Carmel. It is. They're up 5 rebounds at half over Kokomo. So those are the keys of the game right now. Point wise, it comes down to the turnovers, I think. I think a couple offensive possessions, but a very well played game. I know 15 turnovers between the two teams, but good shooting, good shot selection. Been a nice game.
35-28 our score. We'll take a break here on the halftime show. When we come back, we'll have more from Carmel after this on the ISC Sports Network.
Ball here. Harris scores. With 19 seconds left. Fake players, big boy. I'm telling you right now, that's awesome. I love it. That's the finish. You get a layup, take it, and an and one. Fly ball. Out of here. Brewer jams it home.
That ball wiggles in and into the back of the net.
A little fireworks in the first half. Throw it up for Tillman. Whoa, my goodness. 122-6-0 for Penn.
What a swim! Six of them. Shot at the buzzer. Got it! She got it! Oh my goodness, what a shot!
Brady, hello. Did it again. Hello. Made the highlight reel again. That goes to Mentor and all kinds of room to run. Down the middle of the field, and he will not be touched. Jackson, hello. There we go.
Stokes throws it, caught, ball ricochets.
Wow.
A huge hit.
Wow. This has been an amazing display of goal scoring.
Well, first half highlights as Carmel leads by 7. Julian Vogt getting hot from behind the line, hitting 3 first half three-pointers en route to 9 points. And here's the tomahawk dunk by Jamel Cosley. And Vogt hitting them from both corners in the first half. Aiden Dickerson, the lone double-figure scorer in the first half. He had 10. Did Dickerson. Eravon Burks hitting threes, as did Corbin Hamill.
Kokomo again 6 for 12 from 3, so a great shooting percentage from behind the arc. But what you're missing in a lot of highlights here, you don't see DJ Nash scoring other than that three-point goal and the Corbin Hamill 3. That's the 2 leading scorers for Kokomo in the season. Combined, they only have 8 points. So you got to be feeling pretty good if you can get them going. You're getting pretty good shots. They didn't run great offense in the first half. They're down 7 basically because of offensive rebounds. Carmel was taking advantage of and turnovers. So been a great, really good contested game.
And a little flip shot by Evan Harrell was our final points of the first half. And Harrell has 8 points. Again, our leading scorers, Aiden Dickerson leading Carmel with 10, Julian Vogt 9, Evan Harrell with 8. And Eravon Burks with 3 threes, leading Kokomo with 9 points. Austin Mose also with 9. All of Mose's points came in quarter number 2. Take our final break here at halftime. When we come back, we'll take you up to the start of the third quarter as Carmel leads Kokomo 35-28. Back in a moment on the ISC Sports Network.
Your home uses water all day, every day. So when plumbing problems arise, you need them fixed fast and right. The LD Smith Plumbing Crew can handle anything, from outdoor plumbing repairs to everyday water problems. Plumbing may not be pretty, but we're pretty darn good at it, and we'll always give you a fair price.
That's our dirty, stinking honest LD Smith Plumbing promise.
LD Smith Plumbing.
A dirty, stinking honest.
Call today and save up to $300 on a new water heater installed.
McCulling in time. Oh, no! It's good.
This one is caught.
There you go.
Wow, Dawson makes a great catch.
Spin, win, 3, bury it for Leland Walker.
Tie the game they do with the dunk by Malik Edmonds. What a play.
Oh, my goodness.
I feel a little momentum starting to fall Ellen's way.
Wrestler! Wrestler!
Whoa!
Got the dunk, got the poster, and gets the highlights. Now he takes the look away, and he puts it away. And little volley, oh my goodness, what a touch for the goal. Jumped over by Lawrence North, and they'll score on it. Oh my goodness. Ball here. Harris scores. With 19 seconds left.
Same players, big boy. I'm telling you right now, that's awesome. I love it.
That's the finish. You get a layup to take it. And an and one. Fly ball.
Well, Rob Brown, Pete Smith back with you at the Eric Clark Activity Center. Bill Shepherd Court, just recently dedicated as the Bill Shepherd Court.
Last year, yeah.
Last year, yep.
Long overdue, by the way.
Long overdue. Tonight's game is brought to us by the Main Street Barbershop. As you probably know by now, Main Street Barbershop is no longer located on Main Street, just off 116th and Keystone Merchants Plaza. It still doesn't say Main Street Barbershop at the new location, but that's okay because you know it's still the same great haircut, same affordable rate with the same great people taking care of you, like the pride of Lanesville in Matt Stilger. Stop by Main Street Barbershop. Just don't look for it on Main Street. Carmel leading Kokomo by the score of 35-28. Pete, what do you look for in terms of what we might see adjustment-wise from both teams here in the second half?
Well, I think we're going to see probably it'll be Kokomo ball to start the third quarter. I think we'll probably get a look for Hamill right out of the gate, averaging 20 points a game. He kind of forced it a little bit. Coach Schaus sat him down a little bit to let him get things maybe a little bit figured out. Again, he's a scoring point guard, and when he's bringing it up, it's hard sometimes for him to get back in the offense. And they didn't flow very good that first half. But I think you're going to see Hamill get some good looks here. Nash, again, very quiet. DJ only 3, but he's a sophomore, up and down. Meanwhile, for Carmel, I think you just keep doing what you're doing. 6 turnovers, that doesn't sound like a terrible amount, but for a Carmel team, that's a lot of turnovers for a Coach Osborne team at halftime. Usually he's checking in like 2 or 3, and I'm sure he's talking about making a little bit better choices, but both teams offensively, shooting the ball at such a great rate. It just comes down to turnovers, offensive rebounds.
But there's a trade-off, though, Pete. Wouldn't you agree, though? There's a trade-off if you're going to play a faster tempo.
You're going to make more turnovers.
You're going to turn it over more.
Yeah, unless it's North Central, which last night, I mean, 53-14, Carmel up at halftime last night. That was just amazing.
Yeah, we were told prior to coming on air by the great athletic director here, Jim Inskeep, last night was the first ever running clock in this building. Now, that rule's been in effect for, 4 or 5 years now? Well, maybe 3?
And they play an unbelievable schedule, so don't get me wrong. But
correct. They played prior to this year. They played deliberately, and they play a very difficult schedule. So there's not a lot of opportunities for a running clock.
77 points, the most scored by Carmel last night in a win.
In any game since January of 2016.
Yeah, January 2016.
When the Carmel scored 77 in a win over Pike. And the Kokomo turns it over to start the second half. Not what Drew Schaus wanted.
No, actually they ran a play for Nash. And again, Nash doesn't force a lot.
Harrell in the lane, turnaround, hook up and in.
See, he's
over
not
Cosley.
He's not a true post player, Evan Harrell, but he gets around there as long as he doesn't have to dribble it or like to make a strong post up. He's so good around the basket with like George Mikan type drills, right hand hook, left hand hook, dipsy doodle, alley-oop, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and you can see Harrell being a spot-up mid-range guy, kind of a pick-and-pop guy, and have his range extended at the next level. Long three, missed by Hamill.
Yeah. I knew they were going to get him a shot pretty fast. Probably a little bit out deeper than he needed to be, or not take it, one or the other.
Harrell lost it as Hamill got a hand in to poke it free. Here comes Nash on the push. Burks couldn't get a good grip on the basketball to shoot the three. Now gets it back.
Short.
Will tee this one up
They
and got it.
Wow, well, he's hunting that shot. Tonight's his night. 4 threes on the game. Becomes the game's leading scorer with 12 points. Did a nice job spotting up. He hit the corner. Didn't take a bad shot there. He made a better shot, and good-looking play there.
And Daniels found Harrell, who had Hamill pinned under the rim.
The pick and roll is really working for Carmel tonight. They had a lot of easy baskets with Harrell in the first half. When Hamill gets on that defensive players, behind him, he just can't guard him.
Nash ISO'd against Dickerson. Nothing there. Back
get
to
out
Nash.
of that right side. Reverse the ball, Kokomo. Reverse the ball. There you go. Good choice there.
Burks
Short.
from the Greyhound. Brimmer might have gotten a piece of that, and great hustle by Mose to throw it off the leg of Harrell and keep the possession for Kokomo.
Just a blue collar. There's the deflection by Bremer. Got a piece of it. Throws it off Harrell.
That's a nice play. See if Kokomo can capitalize and get a bucket off of Mose's hustle, and Mose draws a push foul on Vogt out top.
I don't know if we're going to see the replay on this, but that was going to be a nice open three for Hamill if he doesn't do that. So he did save a good shot opportunity.
That's the third foul on Vogt.
Yeah. Well, watch Hamill coming up here. Two guys switch off, and Hamill's going to be wide open as a set play for him to get a look. So it did save a Hamill shot.
Vogt takes a seat with his third foul, and Hamill called for a travel.
He's just really pressed. He had such a good game at Marion last night. But
21 points last night. 4 of 6 from behind the line was Hamill.
Yeah,
9 rebounds, 4 assists.
4th turnover of the game. He's going to sit for a minute. Taffliger comes back in. So we'll get a lot of DJ Nash looks and Burks looks now.
Daniels looked for Harrell on the slip. It wasn't there. Now gets it back on the cross-court skip. Daniels on the mid-range hits.
Great choice there. Bad closeout by Cosley. Forced Cash Daniels to take the open shot.
Nash surveys. Cosley up to set a screen. Gets it on the slip. Cosley gets his own rebound. Playing volleyball off the backboard is Cosley, and a foul called.
Going to get Daniels on a reach in.
That's Daniels' second, team second in the quarter. Drew Schaus wants a timeout.
You think he's already got that whiteboard out there?
He went and grabbed the board before he called the timeout. 30-second timeout.
Drew wants to show something about what Carmel's doing on their switches. I think that's what they're probably talking about there.
So we'll keep it here. 5:09 to go in the third with Carmel up 10. Tonight's game brought to us by Coca-Cola of Kokomo. Proud to keep the Kokomo Wildcats hydrated in the classroom and on the court. Coca-Cola of Kokomo, been North Central Indiana's Coca-Cola baller since 1907. Find out more at cckokomo.com.
Yeah, it's going to keep Hamill on the bench here, so you think they're going to run something here for DJ Nash on the out-of-bounds play. If they can slip through, they'll get Burks an open three. Like how they're doing, they're really battling Carmel well in the 50-50 balls, Rob, and that normally is a Carmel trademark, getting on the floor and getting those 50-50s.
Most the inbounder. Dickerson being very physical with Nash. Tafflinger from way out. Short. Dickerson outlets ahead to Daniels. Kokomo had 2 back. And Kokomo, a nice job to.
Daniels does such a good job keeping his head up and advancing the ball. He's not a point guard that has to have the ball in his hands all the time, though this possession now he is. A little bit early speaking there.
Fountain out to Harrell. And Daniels a contested 3. Dickerson, though, first to get the air ball and keep it alive for Carmel.
It's a tough one. Air balls are hard to get defensive rebounds on. You're just expecting it to come off the rim or glass. This is a mismatch here for Dickinson. He knows it too.
Dickerson attacks the double team, and the rebound caroms off the hand of Mose. Stay at the Carmel end. Hamill is
battled
back.
him pretty well there, Rob,
Yep.
but Dickerson realized that he had a mismatch, being 6'4" and much stronger inside around the basket.
Canyenda's back in, as is Hamill for Kokomo.
Oh, good.
Harrell
slip.
on the slip. Canyenda contests, colliding with Canyenda. And Canyenda takes the foul. His first, team's first. Harrell shoots 2. Neither team has shot a lot of free throws, just 2 each to be exact.
Been a real clean game. Yeah, been a very clean game. Not a missed free throw yet in the contest. Not trying to jinx Evan, who's a very good free throw shooter. We've had a lot of Carmel games in the past. We'll have a lot of Carmel games on ISC in 2026 also. Rightfully so. They're playing very, very well at a high level here.
Harrell has 13 to lead all scorers. And it's a 12-point lead. This is an 8-3 Carmel advantage in this third quarter as we're halfway through. Most trying to get free from Fountain, and an illegal screen called on Canyenda.
Yeah, Joe just never got stopped. He was trying, he kind of leaned one direction. And that's going to usually draw the offensive foul. Turnover again for Kokomo.
So Carmel with a hoop can grab its biggest lead of the night, led by 13 in the first quarter.
No switch that time, so that's good. Cash Daniels off the screen will be wide open. Good job by Kokomo defending that. They really did. They talked pretty well in defense.
Bremer. Harrell takes his defender into the lane. Kick out to Bremer for 3, and the rebound tap. Daniels with a look away to Harrell, and an easy one off the glass.
Harrell gets the basket. There's an assist on that, but Aiden Dickerson did a great job fighting for that rebound to keep it alive, and that's how Carmel got the second chance point on that basket. Good job.
Biggest lead of the night for Carmel, 14. Long 3 by Burks, and a moon ball. Oh, my. Von Burks with his 5th 3 of the game, 15 points.
He's been the bright spot tonight. He's feeling it, too.
All the way to the bucket. Harrell with the answer.
As much as they've done a good job of switching it, that time they did neither. They both stayed with the ball handler there, and Harrell was wide open. He flushed one of those last week when we were doing a game here against Noblesville in their win.
Seems like every time Kokomo gets a basket that it can feel good about, Carmel has a hoop within 5-8 seconds at the other end. Hamill attacking right into the chest of Harrell draws the foul.
That's the hardest I've seen Corbin go to the basket all night, too. He's going to get a pair of free throws here.
Hamill averaging almost 6 free throw attempts per game, about 5.5.
Yeah, he settled for the 3 tonight, Rob. He's taken a lot of ill-advised threes where his body just hasn't had the balance. Much better when he drives to the basket. He's a bony strong as he misses the first free throw.
2 for 3 tonight is Hamill from the line. Pete mentioned in our open that Hamill spent his freshman year at New Haven, but this is his 3rd year at Kokomo. I think a possible Indiana All-Star candidate.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah,
he's in the mix.
This is not a typical game for him tonight. He's not looking good yet. Still plenty of time left. Still got 10 minutes plus left.
Splits the pair. 12-point advantage for Carmel. Cosley's back in for Kokomo as Daniels 3 off the front of the rim, and Burks going deep inside at 5'10". 6 foot, I should say, to grab the defensive rebound.
I think more closer to 5'10".
Yeah, listed at 6 feet.
Legit, I thought the same thing when I was at their practice the other day. He's not 6 foot, but he plays like it.
It's program height. Tafflinger. Cosley for 3.
Short. Never got his legs into a shot.
Rare three by Cosley. Vogt back in, playing with 3 fouls. Missed the three, took an extra hop on the rim. Daniels tried the tap in, got his own rebound, put it up, put it in, and put Daniels on the line. Oh, the smallest player on the floor, Cash Daniels, getting an offensive rebound.
Offensive rebounds. Dickerson's around there, Harrell's around there. The smallest guy on the floor for Carmel gets the offensive putback, that being Cash Daniels. He's now in double figures with 10, with a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Daniels is the 3rd Greyhound to get to double figures. And hits the free throw, give Daniels 11.
Played a really good 3rd quarter. He's made good choices. Forget the fact he's got 5 points. Scoring is not that important for his role with Carmel, but it's just an added plus.
Biggest lead of the game for Carmel. 15 points, Fountain up high to get it. Daniels looks up the floor again. Dickerson open for 3. That's hard off the back of the rim. And Hamill wrestles the rebound
Nice
away,
look.
looking ahead to Burks, who was behind the defense. And Burks draws the foul.
Really good run out there by Burks once Hamill secured the rebound, and Corbin with his head up did a nice job finding him.
These are just the 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the season for Burks. First one up, rattles in.
Well, he doesn't get inside that three-point line much on offense, quite frankly.
Yeah, you're not going to shoot a lot of free throws if you shoot mostly three-pointers.
Right.
Burks had a career-high 22 earlier in the season against McCutcheon and is creeping in that direction with a team-high 17 tonight.
He has played really, really well and efficient for the Cats.
50-37 our score, inside a minute to go, 3rd quarter. Carmel has flipped the game in its favor in this period. That flip shot on the baseline has been effective, as Harrell has 12 in the quarter and 20 in the game.
That's not abnormal. He's developed that nice flip shot. Oh, had him sealed.
Tafflinger cut off by Fountain. Harrell wants the drive, goes right at Harrell, but couldn't get the roll. Kanyinda had the rebound, lost it. Now it squirts toward the baseline, and
DJ Nash got turned over there on the defensive end.
Daniels attacks the other way and finishes.
Yeah, 2 Cats down, so a run out by Carmel on the fast break.
Final seconds in the quarter. Time for a bucket for the Cats. Kanyinda goes up the back.
Yeah, real good block out by Evan Harrell, yeah.
Cats did have a foul to give, so that's a non-shooting situation. That's Kanyinda's 3rd foul. Team 4th. Votes back in for Carmel. 5 1/10 seconds to go. Daniels in a hurry into the forecourt. Volleyball line 3 off the front of the rim. Harrell taps it up. Will it count?
Yes.
Yep, it will.
What a quarter by Evan Harrell.
14 in the quarter for Evan Harrell. And it's a 22-point night for Harrell. 56-37 our score. It's a 21-point 3rd quarter for Carmel as the Greyhounds outscore Kokomo 21-9 in period 3. It's a 19-point Carmel lead as we head to the 4th on the ISC Sports Network.
Your home uses water all day, every day. So when plumbing problems arise, you need them fixed fast and right. The LD Smith Plumbing Crew can handle anything, from outdoor plumbing repairs to everyday water problems. Plumbing may not be pretty, but we're pretty darn good at it, and we'll always give you a fair price.
That's our dirty, stinking honest LD Smith Plumbing promise.
LD Smith Plumbing.
A dirty, stinking honest.
Call today and save up to $300 on a new water heater installed.
McCulling in time. Oh, no! It's good.
This one is caught.
There you go.
Wow, Dawson makes a great catch.
Spin, win, 3, bury it for Leland Walker.
tie the game they do with the dunk by Malik Edmonds. What a play.
Oh my
I
goodness.
feel a little momentum starting to fall Ellen's way.
Wrestler! Whoa!
Well, Rob Brown, Pete Smith back with you for the fourth quarter here at Carmel. All Greyhounds in quarter three. Carmel outscoring Kokomo 21-9 in the third quarter. Cash Daniels got the step on Tafflinger and has it at the rim for the hoop.
Just nice to see Carmel have the ability and playing the way they are, is attacking the rim with a lead. This used to be like a four-corner the last few years of just like taking, we got a lead if we have a lead, and we're just going to protect it. They're putting the throttle down on them now.
Tafflinger's
Run
three
out,
is short.
run
Now
out,
it's a
run
run
out.
out. Daniels throws to Vogt, who finishes on the lob timeout.
Well, this is a good learning lesson here for Kokomo. Very good learning lesson here. They've had 4 nice wins on the season. Quite frankly, if you wanted to win one of the 2 this weekend, you want to beat Marion and win your North Central Conference matchup. But tonight they have been no match for Carmel here. Just not been able to get going here.
Well, Coca-Cola of Kokomo is proud to keep the Kokomo Wildcats hydrated in the classroom and on the court. Coca-Cola of Kokomo has been North Central Indiana's Coca-Cola bottler since 1907. Find out more at cckokomo.com.
That third quarter, Rob, Kokomo is only 2 of 11 from the field after shooting in the first half 55.6%. Meanwhile, Carmel shot 52.9, and on 2-point goals, Carmel was 9 of 11 in that third quarter. So difference was shot selection. One of the keys we had in the game was shot selection, and you got offensive rebounds. They had 17 shots that third quarter. Kokomo only had 12. So
yeah, Eric Von Burks was the only Wildcat to make a field goal in that third quarter, hitting 2 3-pointers. 60-37 our score. Early stages of the fourth quarter.
Nash back in after that timeout. ISO for him on the side.
Hamill out top against Daniels. Gives to Mose. Mose takes Daniels into the paint. Cosley.
Oh, he got racked.
Fouled, fading away from 10. I called that foul on the pass. I thought that was a shot attempt.
I would have thought it was a shot attempt either, but no arguments by the Kokomo bench, and they know him a little bit better than we do.
Third foul on Daniels. Nash on the baseline inbounds, quick inbounds to Hamill, who caught Daniels napping, and Hamill scores. That's 8 for Hamill tonight.
A nice pass by DJ.
Harrell has the left side isolated, takes Cosley to the baseline, and Ryan Osborne wants time.
Yeah, it wasn't really a typical set Carmel would run. I think they got a little bit of some counter action there by a couple of their players, so Coach Osborne's going to, again, another opportunity to work on some stuff right now with a 21-point lead.
Timeout, we'll keep it here. Kokomo will get one more game in before the holiday, playing at Lebanon on Tuesday night. And then we'll play in the aforementioned Phil Cox Memorial Tournament at Kokomo. That's an 8-teamer. And all of those games will be aired on the ISC Sports Network on Monday, December 29th and Tuesday, December 30th. Meanwhile, Carmel will participate in the 16 Paul Logan Classic at North Central. Those games also will be aired on the ISC Sports Network on Monday, the 29th of December and Tuesday, the 30th. Those will be Carmel's next games. Carmel will play Jeffersonville first in that Paul Logan Classic. That'll be a good matchup, Carmel and Jeffersonville on Monday the 29th.
Lost last night to Silver Creek, a really good
3A team, maybe the best 3A team in the state, Silver Creek.
Right now, I think if they're not number one, well, you got Cathedral too. What a great couple of teams in the 3A this year. But Silver Creek's got an outstanding team.
South Bend St. Joe probably in that discussion as well.
Moved up to 4A this year.
Oh, yeah, they moved to 4A. Good call. Yep, you're right. Teams exchange turnovers at midcourt, and out of the scramble, Cash Daniels comes up with it, gets to the rim, and scores. Boy, he's just so quick, Cash Daniels. You look up,
points.
he's at half court. Next time you blink, he's at the rim.
11 points the second half for the point guard.
17 in the game. Hamill fades from just inside the foul line. Too strong with the shot, and here comes Daniels again. Cats have numbers back defensively. Fountain, who's back in the game. Back over to Daniels.
Now you're going to see him run some clock and probably just get layups or shots inside the paint.
23-point lead for Carmel. Vogt, step back three, short. Hamill snuck inside, put it up and in, an offensive foul.
You know, the one thing I'll say, we've been watching Evan Harrell since he was a freshman. I like the fact that, by golly, I got this rebound, and watch the push here. Boom.
Put that free left hand right into the chest of DJ Nash.
More physical, though, than he used to be, and that's a
yes.
compliment. You can always tone it down, but, you know, if you don't bite as a puppy, you don't bite as a big dog. He's biting now, I'll tell you that.
That sounds like a saying you'd see on a T-shirt in Panama City. Third foul on Harrell. Turnaround shot on the baseline by Nash is too strong. And the rebound grab by Fountain. Harrell shovel out to Dickerson.
Yep, good patience here. Vogt did take a three-pointer. I'm not sure it was exactly what they're looking for with this kind of lead, but he's had a great night from behind the arc. Julian Vogt got Carmel started tonight.
9 points for Vogt in the first quarter. That got the Greyhounds on their way. Carmel has never trailed tonight. Dickerson in a cluster of red shirts throws up an air ball. Hamill spins away from Daniels at midcourt. Hamill all the way to the bucket, put it up and in. What a circus end-to-end drive by Corbin Hamill, who's into double figures with 10.
That's brightest spot of the game for Corbin right there, other than making that open three in the first quarter. I just don't think Kokomo's got anything left in the tank to probably. That's such a great win last night, the three-point win at Marion, that I can't see him coming out and running and jumping and trying to take anything away from Carmel.
Daniels left it for Harrell right at the doorstep, and Harrell flips it up and in. I don't know how many times use that word to describe a shot by Harrell. Dickerson holding Nash away from the play.
I tell you, we have not talked about Aiden Dickerson as much as we should have probably defensively. He's guarding one of the best sophomores in the state, DJ Nash, the whole night, and he's kind of combated him by just being more physical than DJ has been.
60-second timeout called by Kokomo. 4:10 to go. We'll keep it here. 64-41 our score.
I mentioned real quick, you talked about the two holiday tournaments we've got coming up on the ISC Sports Network. The Paul Logan, for those that is remiss if you didn't know Paul Logan, he was the outstanding athletic director at North Central High School, one time their football coach, and passed away during the COVID season that year. It was just an awful loss for high school sports, for North Central High School. They have a beautiful field house now named after Paul, and just one of many great honors they have done by naming this holiday tournament they have at North Central after him. On the flip side of it, Phil Cox, Mr. Basketball in 1972 for Connersville High School, and it really made an impression in the community of Kokomo. He was brought there by Basil Mawby when Basil was the coach at Kokomo, and stayed there under several coaches. Just an outstanding person, community person, outstanding basketball player, someone who did me a favor one time. I was announcing the state track meet, and our singer didn't show up. And Phil was the assistant track coach at Kokomo, an outstanding voice. He came and sang the national anthem for us at the state track meet one year. Great singer, great person. So
out of the timeout.
That's what those two holiday tournaments recognize.
Daniels puts it up, no good. Ball knocked out of bounds, and DJ Nash is down out of the scramble. See where the ball goes, stay with Carmel.
Joe's elbow, I think, hit him as Joe was knocking the ball off the rim. It was close to a goaltend.
Well, it speaks to the type of player, the type of person Phil Cox was.
Yes.
That you can make that much of an impact in a community that you're not from.
Right.
That they named that tournament after Phil Cox. We look forward to bringing both of those events to you the week after Christmas.
I've been on the pass at both of them. This year I'm going to concentrate on the Phil Cox. I've got 4 games at that one. Looking forward to that. Oh, nice execution.
To the basket with a right hand finish off the inbound feed from Daniels.
26 for the 6'8 senior headed to Bellarmine. Had a really good game here.
25-point lead. Deep three by Hamill's good. And Hamill with 7 points in the quarter after 6 total through 3.
You know, he let that offense come to him that time. He didn't force the shot. He waited till he got open. Had a good, clean look.
Daniel in the lane. Runner too strong. Rebound is tapped and gathered in by Fountain.
Harrell just keeping that ball alive. Outstanding game tonight.
How many balls on the perimeter has Fountain run down tonight at the offensive end? Seems like 3 or 4.
I'll say 4, yeah. Again, started as a junior, played a little bit as a sophomore. This year, coming off the bench, gives him great veteran leadership when he comes off the bench instead of being the starter this year.
3 minutes to go. Carmel has led throughout. Daniel through the lane, drew a foul on Hamill on his way to the rim. New faces checking into the game. Actually, I should say familiar first half faces, Adler Cole and Vance Nover. And presumably Aiden Dickerson and Julian Vogt done for the night, both with double figure efforts to their credit. Dickerson with 10 and Vogt with 11.
Still leaving Harrell in there. I think maybe probably one of those nights where he's got a chance to have a career high with 26 already. And the pick and rolls worked really well for him. There it goes again, pick and roll. And there's that flip shot. You know, it's similar to Trey Kaufman-Wren. Trey Kaufman's got a nice little flip shot.
Yes, he
does. He just developed it. And Evan's done a great job developing that shot.
28 for Evan Harrell, the lead all scorers.
I think he's coming out on the next dead ball. I think that's probably his career high.
See some new faces in the game here momentarily. Burks 3 spins off the rim. Hamill wrestles the rebound away from Fountain and draws a foul. That's the first on Jamichael Fountain and the third on the Hounds here in the quarter. And our first look at Kamoni Wright, 6'1 sophomore who played in the JV game, which Carmel won 58-32. And Cash Daniels will have a seat. Checks out with 17 points. And DeLacy Fant is on for the first time tonight for Carmel.
Guarding Hamill here. Let's see if Hamill gets a
6'2
shot.
junior. And Nicholas Kazmerzak is also in, the 6'3 junior, the backup quarterback on the football team.
I figured Hamill would get a shot. He saw fresh meat guarding him, per se. New guy off the bench, took it right to the rim and drew the foul. You know, you said earlier in the broadcast, he averages 6 free throws a game. He's settled on a lot of perimeter jump shots tonight, which doesn't get you to the free throw line. I mean, not saying he can't hit them, but just one of those nights for Corbin.
Joe Cujo is into the game for Carmel, 6' sophomore, played in the JV game earlier tonight as Hamill knocks in the first free throw. Second free throw good. Kokomo has 10 available to play tonight. 8 have done so. Carmel had 12 available and 11 have seen the floor. Only Mark Shostak has not come into the game as of yet.
He played a bunch of quarters in the JV. I don't know how many quarters he had
may
left.
have burned his available quarters.
He'd have 1
for
quarter,
tonight.
though, still, because you get 5 a night nowadays. IHSA changed that a few years ago. Used to only get 4. Little flex action there offensively.
Fant in the corner. Inside 100 seconds to go in this one. Carmel has led by as much as 25. Fant holding out front. Cole down the lane. Big steps to the goal, too strong. And Hamill ahead of the play will put it down with 2 hands.
And, you know, he's going to be close to his average with this fourth quarter he's had, but it really doesn't indicate his typical game tonight.
It's 11 for Hamill in the quarter and 17 in the game. Fan out by the volleyball line as Carmel looking to wind this one down. We're inside 20 seconds. Nover to the timeline, and Nover will dribble this one down as it's a start-to-finish win for the Greyhounds, who improved to 5-0 on the season. As Kokomo drops to 4-1, our final 68-48. And we'll go ahead and stay here to wrap this one up. On the post-game show. Our post-game show tonight from Carmel is brought to us by Coca-Cola of Kokomo, your local Coca-Cola bottler since 1907, proud to support the Cats, and by LD Smith Plumbing, the big dogs of plumbing. Rob Brown and Pete Smith with you tonight from Carmel, working alongside Vince Morellis and Charlie Hammock. On the postgame show tonight, as Carmel, leading from start to finish, defeats Kokomo in a battle of unbeatens by the score of 68-48. Kokomo led by two players with 17 each. Corbin Hamill with 17, who had 11 of his points in the fourth quarter. Eravon Brooks also with 17. Brooks hitting a team-high 5 3-pointers. And Evan Harrell leading all scorers with 28 for Carmel. And Harrell is our LD Smith Big Dog of the Game. Big Dog of the Game brought to you by LD Smith Plumbing. LD Smith Plumbing, the big dog of sewers and drains at LD Smith Plumbing and Drains. They know a thing or two about getting dirty and keeping things flowing. Hats off to tonight's big dog for leading the charge for his team to victory. Evan Harrell with 4 in the first, 4 in the second, had 20 points in the second half, keyed by a big 14-point third quarter, Pete.
Well, 12 of 16 from the field. Just an outstanding, efficient game for Evan Harrell. He had 6 rebounds and he had several times he just kept the ball alive, and a great game. But again, Carmel moves to 5-0 in the season, and they played some pretty good teams. Yeah, they played some pretty good teams. So Kokomo has a good chance for them to learn. 4-1 in the season now, and love to see this series continue with these two schools.
Well, Kokomo drops to 4-1 on the season. Carmel improves to 5-0. And again, Kokomo will be next in action on Tuesday night at Lebanon. Carmel will next be at it on December 29th against Jeffersonville in the Paul Logan Classic. I want to thank our great crew working with us tonight, Vince Morellis and Charlie Hammock. Alongside Pete Smith, I'm Rob Brown. Tonight's game has been a production of the ISC Sports Network. Carmel defeats Kokomo by the score of 68-48. On behalf of our entire ISC crew, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, so long, everybody.